So here's another video on the Lincoln Chronicles. So it's been quite a long time since I've posted, but a lot of things have been done on the car. Today I'm going to talk about the brakes. So when I got it, it was stopping fine, but somewhere along the way the brake booster went out, so I had to change the brake booster, put a new master cylinder, and then also had to replace the rear wheel cylinder. So let's take a look real quick at what I did. So first of all, the brake booster and the master cylinder. Okay, so the master cylinder was easy to get. That's available on Rock Auto and O'Reilly's and everywhere else. It's a single master cylinder as opposed to dual, so that means that all of the fluid in the reservoir goes to both the front and the rear brakes. I got a kit on this to bleed it in the car, which worked fine, didn't have a problem with it. The problem I did have with is the booster, and man, it's hard to see that booster here. It's all black, I apologize. So let's see if we can get in there like that. So the booster's down here. You can see the booster's all black. It's been painted. So the problem with the booster is that nobody sells the booster for this car. So although there's a couple guys out there that have had success in switching to an older booster, I had a lot of problems with all the different boosters. Either the bolts weren't long enough to go through the firewall, or the problem was that the rod coming out of the firewall or out of the booster wasn't going to fit. So rather than do all of that, quite honestly, the cost was the same. I found a place in Atlanta that rebuilds boosters. They did it in a day, and it was about the same as me buying a brand new booster that would have to retrofit. So the booster was in, put the new master cylinder in. A couple things to note on this car is that the oh man, it's hard to see. There's a proportioning valve that's underneath the master cylinder, so that's what proportions between the front and the rear. Wheel cylinders are cheap. They're available everywhere and anywhere. So put those on, bled it from front to back, back to front, and had the car rolling again. So pretty, I would say a fairly easy fix. I think the one note to say is that you do not want to drive a 1966 Lincoln Continental with no power brakes. I had a lot of trouble getting that thing to stop. Although it's doable, it just it wears out your wears out that foot and that knee pretty quickly. So I don't recommend it. All right, guys, that's it. We'll talk about exhaust next week, and I'll show you what we did there, okay?